there is the Clown Motel.
Ew, what is that?
She's like, not that kind of fun house.
That is not fun. That is
It's-
terrifying.
Hello!
Hello!
And welcome to this week's What Do You Know About
What
It?
do you know about it?
What do you know about it?
Yeah, you specifically.
You.
What do you know?
What do you know?
You watching.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So, would you like to introduce yourself?
I would love to. Hi, my name is McKenna, and I don't know where to start about introducing myself. I feel like I have so many different personalities on the inside.
Oh, good. Let's meet them all.
I mean, I started doing modeling because Evie actually inspired me. And I want to say that Evie is honestly the reason I got into hairdressing. So I'm a full-time hairdresser. I thought I wanted to do makeup for a living. And so I started to go to cosmetology school for that. And then I started to learn hair. But I went into makeup because of modeling.
I didn't know that.
Dude, it was a creative outlet. I was in an office job, and I went into modeling to experience like something not so businessy.
Yeah.
And like working the whole 9 to 5 was just like, wow.
Yeah.
I'm really drained.
It's horrible, dude. It's horrible.
Yeah.
Like, if you like looking at the clock every 5 minutes and being like, wow, it's moved, like, it's gone back. How have we gone back 5 minutes? It hasn't even moved forward.
Literally.
And that's the job for you. Yeah, it's horrendous.
Yeah. I found the comedy in it though, because I was always late. And so I used to work for my stepdad, and I put a paper on my office desk that said, always late, but worth the wait.
Oh, nice.
That's great.
And he saw it, he was like, yeah, that's not funny.
I think it's funny.
It's funny to me.
Hilarious.
I was like, it's funny because it's true,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously.
So now you make people look beautiful for a living, and you enjoy doing that?
I do. Yeah. On the outside, I totally can, but I can't help you on the inside stuff. Like, I definitely, like, there are these videos on Instagram that are like, what everything a hairstylist is. It's like therapist, photo editor, videographer. And I'm like, yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I totally get that. But it's a great time. It's really fun to be able to physically like paint on people's heads and cut and do the geometry and the elevation and all of that stuff. Like, you wouldn't realize how much technicality goes into it, but I have so much respect for people that do it at home too. Because I'm like, I'm a professional overthinker, man. And even though somebody like leaves and they're like, I love it, I'm like, I feel like you're lying, but I'm
You mean it's more than just like picking up scissors and just like cutting? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, not everybody can do it. It's like a difficult thing to do, I think. It's like when you go to cost cutters and you're like, I want this haircut, and like you leave and you cry in your car for 15 minutes because what did you do to my head?
Yeah.
I legit went to get a scene haircut back in the day in like early 2000s, and I left looking like an emo coconut head.
Oh my god, no, dude, no.
You don't want that?
No.
Not at all.
They didn't teach me how to style it, so I just left with
Oh,
like,
yes.
Oh,
Always.
no.
Always if you go to cost cutters, they don't tell you how to style it, and most of the time they'll just like curl it and be like, what do you think? And I'm like, that is so great. Thank you.
and you throw in the side swept bang. I was just like, wow.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I got my 1-year-old's haircut the other day. I don't know if you saw that.
I did.
But he's got a little bit of a bowl right here, like a little bit. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to say anything to hurt your little 1-year-old's feelings. You look just so
Look,
cute as you
handsome
are
boy.
with your little bowl cut. Like,
I love.
The first time I got layers, I thought I knew what I was doing, and so I took a doll that Anna got me at home and I cut layers on its head, and it looked so chopped. It was so bad, and I hid it from her for the rest of my childhood because I was afraid she was gonna yell at me because that doll was expensive.
dude,
But,
it's like I've had people ask me so many times to do their makeup or to do their hair because they like the way that I've done mine. And I'm like, no.
I know.
You don't want that. And they're like, why? You do it so good. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I do it so good on me because
Yeah.
like I know my face, and if you knew how long it takes me to do my makeup, and like I wear a lot of wigs, and even when I don't, if you knew how long it takes me to do my hair, girl, I'm not doing it. You don't want that. I'm gonna make you look crazy. Don't ask me,
Yep.
please.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't want to mess you up. I'll send you to professionals and people who know what they're doing.
Come to me for hair, not makeup. But I am doing one of my my guests. I like to call them guests versus clients. One of my peoples in my chair, he wants a special effects Beetlejuice makeup for his wedding.
Cool.
For his wedding?
For his
wedding?
wedding?
Yeah, it's a Halloween wedding, and I'm going to do Beetlejuice on him.
That's so cool.
I'm going to practice on my husband this summer.
I love it.
I love that. That's awesome.
So I'm pretty stoked.
Oh my gosh.
People are going all out with the gothy, like, very alternative weddings nowadays.
I saw someone do a Shrek wedding the other day, and I quite enjoyed that.
They
were Shrek and Fiona. He had like a prosthetic nose and everything. So,
are you kidding me?
Yeah, he looked like Shrek. It was great. Personally, I thought it was great.
That's a photo shoot in and of itself.
Right?
Yeah, I don't know what to do with that.
Oh, I love it.
I'm scared.
Shrek boudoir.
Oh no.
No, thank you.
No.
No, thanks.
Somebody out there just got an idea. They're gonna watch this podcast and be like, you're gonna see it in 2 weeks from now.
No, you will not.
I don't know if we want that.
Please do not do that. Thank you.
Thank you. So tell us, like, what's the weirdest thing that's ever, we like weird here.
We do.
Like, what's the weirdest thing that's ever happened with you and a client, or like you and a hair thing that you've been like, oh my gosh, I might have messed this up, or I didn't mess this up, or like, what's the weirdest thing that's ever happened?
I would say one of the weirdest things that's ever happened, it wasn't like something that I had messed up, but it was one of those mindset things where somebody sat in my chair and they looked straight at me and themselves in the mirror and they said, so I hate having short hair. And their hair was up to here.
Oh.
So, you know, you sit down, you talk to them, you do the damn thing, and you leave and you're like, okay, bye-bye.
Yeah.
Probably never see you again. You probably hate me, or maybe you love it. I don't know.
And then they rescheduled.
Oh, good.
Scheduled another one.
Oh, good.
But it was to fix it.
Oh,
I was happy with it. But then they canceled. And I was like, all right, this isn't me. It's a very weird industry where you have to recognize a lot of the times when people sit with you, it's not you.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I think about it all the time. I think about like the hair stuff all the time, especially because like I have trichotillomania. So like I go through these phases where I will sometimes like buzz my whole head, or I'll like cut it into a mohawk. Or if I go to a professional and I say what that is, most of the time they have no idea what I'm talking about. They're like, oh, okay, so you have this. And I'm like, actually, I don't want to cut my hair like at all.
Yeah.
But I have to now because I have to now.
Yeah.
Right.
And so like I actually just like mostly stopped going and figured out how to do it myself and like share it myself, because it's just one of those things. But like, what do you say to people who have issues like that, or like, I don't know, just issues growing hair, issues, the people that are afraid to go in and get their hair done because they're self-conscious about things like that?
Honestly, I very much encourage doing research online, look at other people's work, look at reviews, but also allow yourself to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
Because talking it out, a picture speaks a million words.
Yeah.
Bring inspiration photos. Anytime I dissect something with someone, I'm like, what do you like and dislike about this picture?
Yeah.
And that's really what I encourage. I encourage over communicating.
Yeah.
I will have instances where people will tell me, when you go to shampoo, well, don't touch my temples. I'm like, okay,
good,
cool, awesome. Thank you for sharing that, because I would not have known.
Right.
It's, you know, it's a hot spot for that. Over communicating. That's the key. Talk it out. Seriously, just talk it out. I've had comments said to me that, wow, I've never had a hairdresser talk to me this much during a haircut. And I'm like, I hope that's a good thing.
Good, right? Yeah, good.
I'm like, good and bad. Like, I think that we have to be comfortable with any look as well. I know a lot of people go to hair salons and they feel like it is just millennial gray stone energy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
Like, you go in and you're like, oh my god, I hope I don't accidentally fart or something. And people are gonna judge me so hard. Or even just like look weird or like smell different or something like that. I think that is way too common.
Yeah.
And that's what I thrive in, is just like, come in, be yourself, let's talk about it. Let's never talk about it. And then you get those cues where people really just want a silent appointment, and you pick up on that too.
Yeah, I don't think you should be afraid to be yourself. If you have any sort of issues, just roll with it, bro. Just keep going.
Literally.
Like, don't be embarrassed of your stuff, man. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. Just be free.
Be free.
Seriously, any cut, any color, any style, whatever.
And stop saying I can't do that. Stop being like, I can't pull that off.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
You can pull
Stop
it off
that
right now, today.
Right now.
Go
do it.
Do it right now.
Do it.
Yeah.
Probably not yourself. Maybe yourself. I don't know.
Have someone else do it for you.
Yeah.
But also, you can pull it off. Like, why are you gonna go through your whole entire life and then die one day and be like, man, I really wish I would have got that haircut or like done that makeover. Like, why are we waiting?
Yeah.
Do
what I did when I was like 11. I like put half of my hair in red Kool-Aid.
Oh hell yeah!
But it stayed for like 3 years, and it only came out once it got long enough for me to cut it out because it turned like a soft pink.
Ooh,
that's pretty
dude. It did not go away. It was forever. So do the thing. Yeah.
Right before I had her, I definitely shaved my entire head and had like Chelsea bangs. So I had I had the whole just.
You gotta.
Those were the days.
You gotta.
If you knew me in those days, you knew that those were the days.
Yeah, we go way back in those days.
We go way back.
Super close like that.
Weird, right?
Crazy.
All the way.
So do you ever get like AI inspo pics that people bring in?
Yes,
I'm so excited. Okay, so
all the time.
How does that work? How do you navigate that?
Bro, you're just blunt about it. You just say, so that is AI. I'll even see it on Pinterest when I'm looking for my own. You can tell when it is an AI picture when the face is like super touched up and like glowy and soft. And then the hair is like flowing. You literally cannot even see like individual strands, or you do see every individual strand. And I'm like, that's not real.
Like, I'm gonna blow dry this so good. You'll look just like this. It's just gonna be a blowout, the whole thing. Like, it's just, that's crazy.
Do you also get like social media terms a lot when people cut your hair? Because people make up terms all the time on the internet.
I just have to relearn it, I suppose.
Yeah.
When someone says, I want a wolf cut. I said, so you want a shag, so you want square layers.
Sure.
Like, I don't know what that means. I just want a wolf cut. I'm like, all right. Where the butterfly cut is just like forward graduation.
Yeah.
And that's what I learned. Like, once it's kind of like, it's very much with any art form. Once you learn the tools, like the basics, the base, your 0 to 45 to 90 to 180 elevations and your round layers. That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's all a haircut is.
Yeah, that's all.
Is angles.
So simple.
Just layers. Like, it's easy. No, I'm just kidding.
Unless you're me on my doll.
The math that they said we weren't going to have to use later in life.
Literally.
So what she's talking about
Doing calculus on their hair.
Literally.
So what's your favorite thing to do then?
Yes.
What's your favorite?
Ooh, I am a huge fan of color blocking. Color block colors, very much like your hair today, where you would just take a block and then you can do whatever you want with it. I thrive in that. I really do.
Yeah,
vivid colors, funky. Blonding. I strive in that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's funky. I like
it
a lot.
I love that.
It's a very colorful. Good time.
We love the funky hair.
Yeah.
Freedom. We love the freedom. So, do you find that you intermingle like the hairstyling and the modeling at all? Does one take away from the other, or like, how do you feel about these things?
That's a very good question. Honestly, I haven't attended a modeling event in a handful of months. And I do think it was because I've been distracted by work.
Yeah, busy.
So I really want to get back into it. I think that it keeps me in that creative form though.
Good.
Yeah. It definitely helps me keep the balance, but I definitely like want to get back in there, thrift some new outfits, and get back in front of the camera, because it's just so very rewarding and freeing.
Yeah.
Like, my favorite shoot with you that we've done is the bathtub one, where it was the very bloody.
Oh, I love that shoot so much.
It was just like that inner angst and like those things like you guys were talking about before, like the stuff that you can't really express through words, but you can express through feels. And I want to get back into that. So it definitely gives me that good creative balance of like staying inspired. Staying inspired for sure.
Yeah, whenever I feel like people feel bad when they're like, I haven't been to one of your events in a while, and I'm like, you don't have to come to just my events. You don't have to. You don't have to. You can create. I love that you come to my events so much. I love that you do it, and because I love seeing you, and I love creating in that big pool of people. I love
seeing you too.
It's so much fun, and like everybody brings their own set of energy, and it's like crazy, right? So, when I started doing those events, and really the only reason that I kept doing it because you go broke doing these events. It's not. I'm not making a bunch of money off of events. I kept doing it because I'm like, ooh, this energy is like contagious. It's like really cool watching everybody doing their thing, and everybody's just really brought it, and all of the personalities. And to be honest with you, I'm like massively introverted, and so doing those, I think maybe helped like a part of me that was like, I don't like talking to people. I'm having a panic attack right now.
Absolutely.
And like brought it out. And even sometimes like I've heard, I think I've said this before, maybe on this podcast, maybe not, but people have definitely been like, I thought, or I still think that you are a total like bleep, like you know, I don't like you. I don't like your attitude. I don't like your whatever. It's not an attitude. It's I have anxiety, dude, and like I don't hate anybody, and I don't want to hate on anybody. So like I'm trying. So if you say hello to me and I'm like, it's not that I, you know.
Straight up.
I hate it when people assume that because you're like, you know, people assume like creatives are like really outgoing, whatever.
Yeah.
And if you're not like little like sunshine, like nothing is wrong with you, people get so angry, and I feel so bad. I've had to have conversations with people who are like, I'm so sorry. I'm very outgoing, kind of, but like I can't sustain a good conversation if we're not like, you know, if you're not giving me anything back. I'm just not good at it, and I'm sorry that I'm not good at it, but I promise I'm nice. I love people.
But you know what? Even extroverted people, I feel like who are artists will like give their all and be like the life of the party, and they're like so extroverted, and you're like, oh my gosh, I love this person so much. And at the end of the like event or the end of the shoot, you see them like, that energy level is way down, and you're like, okay, I see you, I understand you. Like, so I think there's like a middle ground, and then there's just different bases, right?
Bro, absolutely.
And for me it's weird because I run these, and so even networking with people is sometimes difficult when they're like talking back and forth. Well, what do you do? And like, I don't get it. And I'm like, well, I don't do get it. Like, I'm trying to get you to get it really hard right now.
Absolutely.
How do you keep conversation going? Like, that's like always something that kills me. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
How do you do that?
I was literally, as y'all were talking about that, I was like, I feel like I put on 50 different hats when I'm behind the chair. You match everyone's different personality. Analyzing body language. So honestly, I keep it to the basics.
Yeah.
How's your day going? What are you gonna eat? What's for dinner? How are your pets? Do you have pets? I talk about them.
This is like counseling, because that's what I do. It's like the exact same thing. Yeah. Like, well, how was your week? Like,
literally. Yeah. And sometimes when I know that people have kids, I try to avoid asking them about their kids, because I think that it takes away their own persona, and they only identify as being a parent or being a whatever. And so I really strive to talk about them, not just their family.
I love that, actually.
I love that you do that. That's so lovely.
Yeah, because I'm like, you're separate from that,
right? And sometimes people don't get to do things for themselves, so then it just brings it like hones it back into that person,
right?
Yeah, that's really cool that you do that, actually.
And awesome. I'll ask them too. I'm like, so what else are you gonna do for yourself today? What else are you gonna do to treat yourself today? Because I know I put that into perspective a lot when people sit in the chair. I'm just like, this is actually like a really special experience.
Right.
A different form of self-pampering and escapism.
Yeah.
It's like pampering escapism from the life outside.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah. I feel that. That used to be like music for me, or like concerts for me.
Oh, yes.
I think that it might be for you now.
Oh my gosh, I love concerts so much. I went to, do you know the Walmart yodeling kid?
Yeah.
He went to the rave. and I saw him, and he pointed and sang at me, and that was the best moment of my life. And it doesn't even end there because he posted like some TikTok the other day. I don't even know what he said on it, but I commented because it was like new. I commented, I was like, "You pointed and sang at me at one of your concerts, and I love you." And he commented, he replied to me with a heart. I was like, "Yes,
oh my goodness,
Mason Ramsey loves me."
Yeah.
Oh,
That's amazing.
I know.
Meanwhile,
I love
I'm
concerts.
old as ever. Obviously, I went to a concert last weekend, and literally everybody in my age group, I kept looking at other people, and they were yawning, and I was like, "Stop yawning right now!" Because
I'm not next.
I know if you
No,
yawn, I'm gonna
no.
yawn, and then they're gonna yawn.
We're all gonna
take a nap.
yawn.
One of your episodes, you guys were talking about 21 Pilots. I
Yes.
got to meet them.
No!
Sorry.
Tell me the story. I need to know the story.
So Z104 was giving away meet and greet tickets, and I had. Oh, thank you.
I'm seeing a thing. Okay.
Thank you. I have a friend who is absolutely in love with 21 Pilots, and I called and I said, Sam, we're gonna win these tickets. And I called on a Tuesday, and they were like, I'm so sorry. We just gave away the last ones for the day, but try again tomorrow. I bet you'll get it. And I was like, you know what? I think I will get it. And so I called the next morning and I won the meet and greet tickets. And I got to meet them in Madison. They were
That's so
sweet.
cool.
Sam gave them their drawings that they made of them, and
Stop.
they're really, really sweet. It was very in and out, like quick, like,
Yeah.
and then you run.
No.
And they had to go through so many people, but
No, I would have
was pretty
died.
cool.
I think I would have passed away. Probably.
I fainted.
that
I
quick-
actually just fainted. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold me.
Yeah. Nah.
Yeah, that's how it was when I met David Howard Thornton. Not hold me, but it was quick. It was just like
Yeah.
the Terrifier. It was just like
love.
quick, in and out. And I wanted to be like, I have so many questions for you.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Do you like honking the horn? Like, just like,
It's so funny.
how do you feel about your movies? Like, help me. I just want to ask you a few questions. Well, they're like tearing me out.
I've started to get stressed out at concerts a little bit if I get like really close to the stage because I keep
Oh,
trying to be like, hello, look at me, hello. I want to be able to come home and be like, yeah, they looked at me.
You know what? I do that at magic shows. Like, I need a volunteer from the audience. I'm like, so eager.
That's awesome.
Events. Let's go to those because we identify with those. What is your favorite event that you've been to with me, mine or not mine? I don't know if we've ever been to any that haven't been mine together.
I haven't. Evie's the only person I've worked with, and probably will, because your events are incredible.
Thank
Every
you.
single location you get, I'm just like, I wish I could go to that.
I love that.
But I will tell you, the first time I ever met you, it was the Clue murder mystery shoot.
Oh yeah, that was
Oh,
cool.
yes.
That was
The
so
first one.
cool.
Oh my gosh.
And it was, I remember the description. It was reverse gender role makeup. That was the idea of it. And
Yep.
so I was like, no one's Colonel Mustard. I'm going to show up
You
as Colonel
did?
Mustard.
Yes! I love that.
So good, dude.
Yes.
I
So
showed
good.
up in full makeup, liquid latex.
Oh my
the
gosh,
tissues
yes.
on my neck to make it look like alligator old skin.
Yes.
And mustache, the hair, the eyebrows. It was so fun.
It was
And I
so
remember
good.
showing people pictures of my face and what I actually look like. And they're like, no way, that's you. I'm like, yes, it is. Like, that's me.
That's awesome.
That was my favorite. Also, Broadhead Manor.
Oh yeah, we love Broadhead Manor over
Yeah,
here.
Broadhead Manor.
We love you.
And also the Amityville Horror House shoot. That was one of my
She's
favorites.
so excited.
That one was incredible. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, so was I when I booked it because it's not even a venue, and I just had balls that day.
Yeah.
I had balls that day, and
Dang,
somebody
girl.
was outside, and I was like, excuse me, like, is this your house? And they're like, no, this is not my house. I take care of this house, and I was like, well, gonna go inside.
That's awesome.
It was just such a crazy experience, and so when it was actually booked, I'm like, I can't believe I actually freaking booked
Oh, yeah.
this. It was so nuts. It was so crazy.
It was
That
incredible.
It was an awesome.
So that's where the movie was filmed, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So the whole time I was like, Ryan Reynolds walked here.
That's awesome.
Don't kiss the floor, but
Don't kiss the floor.
But at the same time, you're like scraping it up.
it's so epic.
It's so fun how many things you can do by just like asking or just like by doing it. Like,
I know.
You can just get so many
I
places.
know.
People just let you do so many things. Like,
but you just gotta ask.
I know.
Ben says no's are free.
Yeah,
those are free.
Yeah,
Those are free.
Those are free.
Yeah. And I didn't get shot asking. I could.
That's great.
Shot asking, but I didn't. You know.
That's good.
So that's awesome.
That's awesome.
I realized like at some point of like my career here that I've like book all of these places that are like haunted or supposed to be haunted or so old that people are like, oh, the stories that I have here, and I'm like, what do you?
Yeah, tell me more.
What are they?
Huh?
What are they? and then like people will tell me and like say I can tell if you're being fake or not. By the way, I can tell when you're just making up stories.
Brenda's out here just bored, like telling lies.
Just don't tell me the same story that I've heard, like that creepypasta. Like I can tell.
Dude, that's what Jimmy will do to me. He'll be like, "Did you know?" This is a dumb example, but he'll be like, "Did you know that like?" That's a good example. Like, the raccoon, how many rings it has in its tail is how old it is. I'm like, that is not true. And he's like, yeah, it's true. And I'm like, really? And he's like, no.
No.
Stop telling me this crap. You're so annoying.
When are raccoons trees?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like,
I went to the Zach Bagans Haunted Museum in Las Vegas.
Oh, did you?
That was a crazy experience. The Dybbuk box room, didn't go into it. There was another one with a doll who they kept a spirit box 24/7.
The Annabelle doll.
Not the Annabelle one. I don't remember what her name is, but it is she has blonde hair and blue eyes, and supposedly if you look her in the eyes, you will get a bloody nose. They're
dry air causing doll, perchance.
Allergen doll.
Yeah,
Allergen doll.
Right? I am
mildew in that thing.
But
clean it out, bro.
Friend. Okay, keep going.
If you're ever interested, absolutely check it out.
In a bloody nose.
All of Ed Gein's belongings. They have like the Ed Gein cauldron in there. I believe his shovel is in there. Like the chains from his garage are in there. I could go on forever. Charles Manson, anything from him is in there.
Man,
the Ted Bundy murder kit is in there.
I just want to know it's real though, because I feel like
I don't want
so many things that are like floating around.
Absolutely.
Like as a huge part of like the oddities world. I think some people know how into it I am, and some people don't. If you've been to my house or like other places, you know. But like you see so many things that I'm like, that is not. I don't believe you.
Mm-hmm.
So I just like with a lot of those things, especially like serial killer.
Yep.
Memorabilia? Can you say that? Serial killer
I know,
merch.
right?
I don't.
Merch.
Merch is crazy. That is crazy. Wow. Okay, well, with you know, can't say memorabilia, but can say merch.
A lot of serial killer stuff.
That's crazy.
It's like, how do you know? But I do love me a good haunted house. I do love me a real haunted house.
I love fun houses. Those I think those aren't here enough because there's always like no, I'm so passionate about this. I never get to talk about this. Because I feel like we get so many haunted houses, like everything is haunted, but where are the fun houses where it's just creepy just because it is? Like,
I was gonna say, I feel like they're a little bit even creepier than a haunted house.
because it's like the back rooms, it just feels like there's something wrong, but like there's nothing like wrong, but something's wrong. Oh, I haven't been to a fun house in such a long time. Since I was a child and almost knocked my tooth out in like the mirror maze. Because I was like, dude, I'm the best at this. I'm just gonna start walking and boom.
Chapter 2.
Yeah.
It makes me think of clowns.
Yes. Where are all the fun? Bring back fun houses.
There is the Clown Motel.
Ew, what is that?
She's like, not that kind of fun house.
That is not fun. That is terrifying. I'm not having fun.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I need to tell a story. Okay.
I love story time.
So one time, Jimmy is my boyfriend. One time we were walking, is this Park Lake Vista Park in Oak Creek? We were walking down this path, and there's like these huge paths, and they like wind down to the lake, and there's 3 like shelters. So like there's one over here, one somewhere else. I don't know where it is. So we're walking towards, here's this one. We're walking towards the far one. And I get this weird like pit in my stomach. And I have OCD, so I think that I'm gonna die all the time. I'm like, oh no, if I walk to this shelter, I'm gonna die. Like, so I just like am ignoring it. But the closer we get, the worse I feel. Like I start to feel sick, and I'm like, Jimmy, something feels wrong. Like, do you feel that? And he's like, I actually do too. And he's never worried about anything. So I was like, oh my gosh, no. Yeah, so we turn around and we start to go to this one. Why would we do that? I don't know. But we start to go to this one and we think no one's there. And then I see someone look up and he was like, oh, hey. And they like turned up their phone and like took a photo of us. Oh my gosh. Absolutely not. I ran away so fast. It was so horrifying. Yeah. Dude, I was about to throw up. I actually called the non-emergency after that. I was like, hey, like, this is going to sound really weird, but, like, something's wrong here. Like, absolutely. I don't like that. Yeah.
Are we going to do the weird of the week?
Yes, weird of the week.
Okay. What's the weird of the week?
Should we just talk about, like, a weird thing that we did this week and whatever? I gotta think of a weird of the week. Unless you have a weird of the week, then you can start.
Sure, I have a weird of the week.
Okay, go ahead.
Share with us. My daughter is having a birthday party that's coming up at Betty Brin's, right? Mm-hmm. And that's a museum for children. And at first, when I saw the Betty Brin pricing, I was like, "You're actually nuts."
Right.
And so, like, what she did was, she brought invitations for everyone in the class because you have to do that now in schools.
Yeah.
Right. And so she told me that her teacher took the invitations because she started handing them out early. And so I'm like, all right, well, how many do you need then? How many? Because she said that there weren't enough. I'm like, cool. How many more do you need? Right. So I actually wrote the teacher and was like, I heard you confiscated the invitations. How many people are there? And so she's like, there's actually 23, not 21. And I'm like, okay. I'll send in a few more invitations, right? So I fill out these invitations and like my daughter's just like got this huge anxiety about you have to do all of them. And I said, why? Yeah. And she's like, because I took them out of the mailbox when the teacher wasn't looking and I already handed them out, but I don't know who I handed them out to, so you have to do them all. Oh. And so she's like crying and I'm like, oh my gosh, right? So oh my gosh. Like, I don't want to let her down and it's like a birthday and I want people to show up and I don't know who she gave them to. She's 8. So I'm like, all right, fine. So me and Eddie are in the car just filling out these invitations. Girl.
As parents do.
And all of a sudden I'm getting all of these RSVPs. And I'm like, Cosette, who did you hand out the extra invitations to? And she's like, the kids upstairs.
Oh, no.
Girl. Oh, no. How many people did you invite to this party? Because, like, we're limited to, like, do you know how much the price goes up when you do a thing? So I was like, did everyone in your class get an invitation? She's like, oh, yeah. I'm like, okay. That's good. So who else got them then? And she's like, just the people. Oh. Okay. Why would you do that? It's not like, that's my weird of the week.
So you're expecting like 45 people now?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yes. And like their parents count as one too. So
oh
like,
my God, no.
I know. And so I want to be like, you have to wait in the car while your child plays here. But I can't do that because that makes me look like a weirdo. It is right. Like, I can't, never again.
Not.
Well, that's my weird of the week.
What's your weird of the week?
So I was just in Florida this week and I got back yesterday and my weird of the week is that my sister and I were fishing off of the like cement dock and all of a sudden something pops up out of the water and it breezes like and it was a manatee nose, but I thought it was a bowling ball.
Were you awesome.
Like I was like, what the fudge is a bowling ball in the water?
It's awesome.
And its nostrils are huge.
That's awesome.
That's my weird of the week.
That's really weird.
I just love the ocean.
Me too. I love fish. I Googled yesterday because I want to see the fish so bad. I love fish. I love sharks. I was like, aquariums near me, and it was like Petco. I was like, I'm just gonna die. Like,
here's a beta fish.
I'm not going to Petco. Like, so annoying. I hate it.
I adore sharks too.
I love hammerhead sharks specifically because they look so silly.
So do my niece.
They're just so cute.
My niece and my
I just love them so much.
Hammerheads.
Little silly willies.
But my weird of the week, I guess it's not super weird, but I just thought it was really funny. I went to this vintage fest thing on the state fairgrounds. It was really fun. But one of the booths had a bunch of like like toys and like VHSs of like stuff from like the 90s and early 2000s. one of the things that they had was this Hannah Montana like little like, it wasn't a lunchbox, it was like this little tin thing. Oh my gosh. It was like an outline sketch of her. I'll put it on the screen. It's like this outline sketch of her waving high, but it's like black and like terrifying looking. Like they designed it that way so she's like Hannah Montana. Oh my gosh, it was the most horrifying thing I've ever seen. I was like, oh my gosh, Hannah Montana, I loved Hannah Montana. And I like went to go pick it up and I was like, like nah.
Nightmare fuel.
That thing was absolutely horrifying. I also found a Ren and Stimpy mask. I sent it to you. It was like this silicone Ren and Stimpy mask. That thing was horrifying.
Was it Ren or Stimpy?
It was
the
Ren, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Which was even scary.
I always liked Stimpy. I thought he was a little silly. I always liked him. Yeah. Ren always freaked me out. The ice cream bar thing was too
love
much.
Ren, but
like
it's even
the ice cream bar.
He's like a nude color.
Oh, that was a fun show.
Dog is a great show.
Oh my gosh. I remember like pretending that I was like really, really like loving it, having a great time, but I'd come home and I'd be like I don't trust anything. I'm no better than the pink dog. Yeah.
Honestly, that's how I am with the Muppets.
Oh, she has massive beef with the Muppets.
The Muppets are weird to me.
Dude, they are weird.
I dig the Muppets.
Yeah. Like, the Muppet Christmas Carol ruined it. Like, I'm like,
no.
There's something not right
here.
You're not right.
No.
They creep me out.
I dig the Muppets. I won't even lie. Like, I love those things. They're little freaks. I love them.
Night away. Yeah, they are. Like,
I love them.
Scary.
They're great. Do we got any current, like, artistic events that we want to talk about, or, like, current happenings in your space? Anything exciting?
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, for me?
Yeah.
Okay,
we're going down the line again.
So, my next things that are coming up are, I have a, like, critter, ethically sourced bug shoot.
Oh, I love bugs.
Yeah. So that filled like in a day.
Yes.
Which it's going to be cool. So we're using like all different kinds of bugs. I'm going to let the people choose what they want.
That's really great of you.
Yeah.
I love that.
Based off of like whatever story they want to tell. So like whether it be a butterfly and you want to do something like cool with it, or you want to get a centipede and like we're going to do something crazy. Like, or a spider or whatever. We're gonna do 5 of these and it's gonna be interesting and I'm very excited about it. So we're doing that, and then in May we are going to be doing an event at the Kelly Castle, which was built by Pete Kelly, which is super cool. He built it himself and it is just positively medieval. So we're going all like warrior instead of very like pinky up. It's going to be very like battle scene, axes and all kinds of craziness. So that's what's going on in my world. I don't use the studio that I have enough, so I plan on using that more soon. I just feel like life is just so crazy busy. It's just always going and just and I have an art show.
Yay!
One of my pieces is going to be in it. I'll have Serena post the poster on there because the dates are escaping my brain exactly at this very moment. But I have a gallery piece that's going to be in there with the honeybees that I did for my friend Chris, who's no longer here.
That was a beautiful shoot.
Thank you. So that will be hanging, and hopefully people will come and talk to me, or maybe not. I'm a little
depends on the day.
You just don't talk to me. Yeah. Like we can just hang the art, and I'll just walk around and stare at other people's art. But yeah, that's what's happening in my world. What about yours? Do you have anything cool coming up?
Honestly, not especially. I just opened I created my own LLC for my hair stuff now.
And that's not cool.
That's pretty cool. It's pretty sweet. I graduated from employee to business owner.
Oh, that's
a huge deal.
Yay!
I was definitely pooping my pants during the whole transition. So
I love that.
Thank you for all of my strong femme business people.
Yes,
huge inspiration.
I love that.
Kind of get away from the codependency.
Yes.
Huge. So that's kind of my huge artistic hurdle that I've been going through.
Yeah, nice. That's a big deal. Yeah. It's a lot. It's hard work. So kudos to you. That's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, that's pretty much it for me, honestly. It's good. What about you?
Yeah, just a little.
I finally, this is unrelated to visual arts, but I finally got booked to play at a cafe. I haven't done that a lot, but I finally got booked to play at a cafe, little acoustic set in June. So I'm very excited for that.
That's awesome.
Yay.
Where is it?
Vintage something cafe.
We'll put the info on the screen.
Yeah, I'm very excited because I don't get to do music stuff enough, and I'm super hyped, and yay.
That's incredible. What are you doing? What is your performance?
It's like a 2 or like 3 hour set of just like acoustic guitar and like
cow,
I'm paid.
It's
paid. It's not like I'm just like, yeah.
As it should be.
I'm very excited.
The fact that you have a paid gig for 2 to 3 hours, that's epic.
It's awesome. Epic, yeah.
Hit me up if you want to start a garage band.
So, is there anything that anyone would like to say to wrap this up?
Keep expressing yourself any chance you get. Physically, emotionally, mentally, whatever it takes. Just keep authentically being yourself. I think that's really, really important. And don't harbor in the negative stuff that things want to be fed to you. Like don't give into that spoon-fed airplane. Just swap it away. Swap it away. It's not for you.
Yeah.
That's what I'd say. That's kind of what's been on.
Yeah. And don't let people make you feel bad for liking Taco Bell.
Yes.
This is what we were talking about earlier. No, none of that. None of that. Eat your salad in peace. I will have my Taco Bell right here.
Exactly.
If you ever have a chance to eat a cosmic brownie, eat it.
It leaves a weird film, but it's okay.
It does.
And then lastly, I would like to say that you should feel your feelings and be exactly who you are with those feelings and not be afraid to say what those are out loud and or in whatever art form that you're doing, because you're not weird. You're not like too different. You're not too like, you're not annoying. You're not any of those things that like the internet culture makes it seem like you might be. You're not those things. So don't be afraid to like come into the art world with artists and just be you and just be weird. And if you're sad that day, you be sad that day. That's fine. And if you're happy that day, you be happy. If you're manic, go off, G. If you need help and you need some resources, I got you. But like I'm just saying, come as you are, be who you are, and that's how you should be loved, is like for who you are.
You know what? On that note, real quick, that's something that I have hated about the internet, is that everything is divided into like specific aesthetics and like specific things. Yeah. I hate that because I feel like if I want to, I dress like I'm a different person every single day of my life. Yeah. I have days where like I'm super like eccentric. I have days where I look super like basic.
Me
like
too. Me too.
You're allowed to be more than one thing. I hate it that people are putting themselves in boxes where they're like, I'm just a clean girl, so I only wear like white t-shirts. Like,
oh my goodness. Like, or like, I know that was our wrap up.
No, let's talk about it. I can cut it somewhere else.
I absolutely hate it when people are like, this person used a filter online. Yes, they did. Why do you care though?
Yeah.
Like they did that because they feel insecure or bad about a part of them, which has nothing to do with you, and it's not going to change your day. It's not going to change anything if this person has done what makes them feel good about themselves. And then they were brave enough to post the picture.
Right.
And then you're sitting here talking about how you don't like the filter. Well, guess what? I don't like your attitude.
Yeah.
Because like, change it.
Yeah.
People should be able to be free and be themselves. And it's kind of sad that they felt like they needed to do that in the first place. There was probably something that was said that made them not like a part of themselves or made them whatever. Or maybe they just want to do it. I do it sometimes. Like, and that's fine. It's the same with like professional photography. People are like, why clean up the skin? Because I can see every pore. That's why. Because my camera is so good that I can see into your soul. And so like cleaning up the skin is not bad.
Yeah.
I think sometimes
it's
people
art.
don't know how.
Yeah.
And so they're like, oh, leave it natural. It is still natural.
Yes.
Friend.
Oh my gosh.
It's still natural. We take away blemishes around here because like, listen, I got like,
you know what I think?
Clean it up.
I think like if it's something that you could naturally like conceal, put away. Like if I have like a pimple, why does that need to be in all my photos? It's gonna go away.
It doesn't. Yeah. And not only that, if your texture of your skin, like sometimes you're dehydrated. Sometimes like your lipstick is like gone on the inner part of your lip. Like it happens, man. It's okay to fix that, dude.
Yes, it's an art on its own. This is what I have to say about this topic because I'm very passionate about this topic. Do not put yourself in a box just because everybody else does. You're allowed to listen to every genre of music you like. You're allowed to dress in every genre of fashion that you like. Yes. You don't have to limit yourself to being one kind of person just because that's what other people do. No. Yeah, you're allowed to be emo this day and all like sunny and bright the next day.
And don't let that person say that they're more goth than you.
Oh my gosh! Don't ever let them say that!
Don't you let that. I don't care if they own a hearse.
Yes!
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care who
because
they are.
You know where the goth comes from? It doesn't come from out here. It comes from in here, baby.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right here.
And the heart doesn't have to be black either.
No. That's what I'm saying.
It's actually like pinkish colored.
Yeah.
Just so you
Mine has a heart and a rainbow and a sunshine in it.
That's right. Yeah. And it is still gothier.
Yeah.
Right?
Your heart's allowed to have emo and sun in it.
Yeah.
Right. That's kind of what I was going for today.
Yes.
It's literally what I was going for today.
Yes. At the end of the day, I think
when it all comes full circle, at the end of the day.
When it all comes back. When it all comes back.
And the sun goes down and it comes up again.
And there's stars.
And there's more.
Moon,
and it's beautiful.
It's nice and it's beautiful.
But when that happens.
What do you know about it?
What do you know about it?
What do you know about it?
Tune in next time to know more or less.
Yes. See you.